Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. And if you're returning, welcome back. My name is Jody. I am an intuitive mentor and channel, which means it's my job to listen to spirit and to provide the messages that are coming through for you. You can find out all about me and my services anytime at thespiritexperience.com. I am just clearing my Divine Shine deck here because today we're going to be asking for insight, messages, and guidance to help you overcome your current fears. So what fears have been popping up for you, what you're currently dealing with. We're going to be asking for some help from Spirit today. This is just one of 10 decks that we'll be using for this pretty extensive reading. So I figured we would just start here and choose 3 cards together to help you decide which pile and which reading is going to be best for you today, which one you're being called to. I've already cleared all the other decks, so we're just gonna focus on choosing the piles. Pile 1 here, card 1. Just a quick reminder as we are grabbing these cards that this is a collective reading. It's a general reading, so it's not an individual reading. So you want to just focus on and pay attention to the messages that are coming through for you and resonating with you, and then leave the rest. All right, let's look at group 1, card number 1. All right, you've got the white light card here. Now, all of these cards are intended for and used with the light. So this particular card is the light of protection. So white light, protection bubble, being protected and supported divinely. So card 1, check to see which one is resonating with you. Card number 2 is the shade card. The shade card is the light of rest. Okay, and finally, card number 3, group 3, is the flame card. The flame is the light of stability. So again, we're asking about insight and direction to help you overcome your fears. Take a good look at the cards, and when you feel called to, they just said, not yet. We're meant to pull a charm for each to give you a better idea. Thank you, Spirit. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, let's pull charms. Close my eyes here. Card 1. With the white light, we have the cowboy boot charm. Okay. And for pile 2, group 2, card number 2, the shade card, we have the Hamsa hand. Ooh, let's see. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Beautiful. Okay. And for the third card, pile 3, we have the flame card and the eagle charm. Okay, so now check to see which card and which group would be resonating with you, which pile or which card is going to give you the information you need to help you overcome your fears, and when you're ready, head down to the timestamps to head straight to your reading. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this and you chose the first card, the white light, the light of protection, which is very connected to spirit. So I already can tell you right off the bat that you are being protected. You're also being guided to take it upon yourself to make sure that you're having a protection practice in your back pocket all the time, that you feel protected, right? So you may have fears around whether or not you're headed in the right direction or whether or not it's safe, the safety, but the protection, the white light, the divine protection helps you to feel safe and secure within yourself. And because it's coupled with this cowboy boot, This is Spirit basically telling you, reminding you, you're already safe and protected. It's okay for you to kick up your heels sometimes, to have some fun, to be able to balance that out, knowing that you're being supported, guided, and protected at all times. So if you don't already have a protection practice, you don't know how to put a bubble of protection around you, you're going to want to hone in on your intuition, start asking your spirit team, what is the best protection practice for me that I can do myself, so that you are doubling down, knowing and trusting that you're protected by spirit, and then also doing something for a practice that makes you feel like you have some control over whether or not you're moving out into the world, or, moving into a relationship, or moving into your work, or whatever it may be coming up in your life that you do every day, where you might feel unsafe or not protected, that you're taking it upon yourself to make sure you have a protection practice. They just brought up the smoky quartz. So you may want to work with a smoky quartz, which is a beautiful energy of clearing, protection, dispelling negative energy, etc. And I'm just going to move this up here for you so that we can start with your reading. This is a bunch of oracle cards that I pulled prior to, just so that, I don't want to waste your time here. So we're going to move that over here to the corner, and we will get to these and pull these for more guidance at the end of your reading. For right now, I'm going to look into what might be causing you to be afraid, or what kind of fears you might be dealing with, why they're bringing up the fact that you need some protection. So 2 cards here from the SpiritSong Tarot. The Justice card, and it's showing up reversed. I'll show you upright. 11, Truth, Clarity is what she has here. And so, it's like something may not have worked out in your favor. You may feel very much so that something is not fair in your life, that you weren't protected, or you didn't feel protected in this situation, in this relationship, in this circumstance. And you're afraid that that might happen again. So you're looking for either a truth to be revealed, or like the truth didn't come out, is what they just said. Like maybe you felt like the whole picture is not there. That's not fair. Or this person isn't seeing my side of the story. Not cool. Like they don't have all the pieces. They don't have all the answers. No, they're talking about, you may be afraid that there's some deception going on, or lies happening, and that you're not protected, or you don't feel protected in that, and knowing the truth, or being able to ascertain, so get the truth. And so if you feel like somebody is lying to you, and that's one of your fears, or you feel like the truth of the situation, you can't seem to get clarity on it, we're going to see what they have for some help to help you overcome that kind of a fear, because clearly, you are divinely protected at all times, and you're always meant to know what it is that you're meant to know when you're meant to know it. So if you're worrying about somebody lying to you, you're exhausting your own energy in that, instead of stepping into the understanding that you're always divinely protected, that you don't have to fear someone lying to you, that you can trust your intuition, trust that things are going to work out in a fair way, or in a balanced way, or that the truth is going to come to light. And there's nothing that you have to physically maybe do about it, but let's look into it here. And we've got the Strength card here, number 8. So the 2 major arcanas for you from SpiritSong Tarot, giving us a bit of an idea here to kick off this reading. The Strength card, courage and endurance, showing up in the reverse position. Maybe you're afraid that you're not strong enough to deal with the truth or handle the truth, but clearly they're going to help you understand that you have amazing, immense inner courage and inner strength. And when this card shows up reversed, it often wants us to take a look at the doubts that we have about ourselves, about how strong we are, about how ambitious we are, what we can actually make it through. And I feel like group 1, you've made it through some stuff already. And so just looking back on what it is you've been able to work through and get through, will help to calm some of those fears. Like, you've been protected all along the way. Now you're going to step into something that hopefully is going to help you relax, have some fun, step into a protection practice that you have more control over. Find your inner strength in that, and trust that if a truth is meant to be revealed for you, that it is going to be revealed. Wow, right away. We got these 2 cards and they want both, they said. I'm looking for 3 here. You've got the Moon card here. So this injustice, or again, something that didn't turn out super fair for you, or the deception, lies, may have stopped you from being able to trust yourself, trust your intuition. It may have brought up some stuff for you that you try to sort of keep hidden, perhaps, or that you didn't want to look at. Maybe it's tagging your strength and you're just feeling not as strong anymore as a result of this. Okay, and again, I'm going to just keep coming back to the overview energy is you are completely protected. Being able to believe that is going to help you start to dissipate some of the fear. Okay, so the Moon card is a beautiful card. It talks about fear when it's upright, but when it's reversed, they're saying you're able to release some of that. You may have some confusion going on, but it's also the card of, the feminine, the divine feminine, and in trusting your intuition. And so that's why I feel like you may not be trusting yourself as much as a result. So here they're kind of giving you an explanation of how you can start to actually gain that courage, that inner strength back, gain that trust in yourself back with the Ace of Cups. Lots of people read this as the self-care card. There may be a new person coming into your life, because sometimes this can indicate new relationships. However, that's not how they want me to read it for you, group 1. You see how there's like a crystal ball here. So being able to trust yourself to see, right? Because it's coupling this Moon reverse, being able to trust yourself to see either into your future or to align with what it is that you want, to start to see a different future for yourself, to have compassion for yourself, start taking care of yourself in a different way, not placing all of your attention on what you believe that is completely out of whack or was not fair or something that happened, thank you, in the past is what they're talking about, because it pertains to the past. And to start having some fun, like take care of yourself, start doing the things that you like to do. This is gonna help you start to feel strong again. So you won't have to worry about whether or not you think that you're strong enough, like I just can't handle one more thing. And let's see here. Ooh, the King of Swords for you, upright. Looks like an eclipse there, right? This card is a card of leadership, first of all. So being able to feel like you are the authority when it comes to your life, okay? And beautifully, this card connects with truth. It connects with being able to stay super connected and having a discipline in place so that you understand that you can connect to or channel in the truth, that the truth will come to you exactly when you need it. And it will help you to make decisions, help you to use both your mind, so your intellect, and your heart center and your intuition, okay, in order to be able to make the best decisions for yourself or navigate the path forward, sort of leading your life. And the discipline is understanding you're protected while starting to regain your intuition again, starting to trust yourself first. Because if there's someone you can't trust or something that you're not trusting, focusing your attention on the deception piece of it or the lies or untruths is not going to help you trust your own self. It's just going to make your foundation waver, is how they're saying it. And that's why you're getting this strength right? Like you just don't feel like you're on a stable foundation anymore. Your energy might be zapped. You might be doubting yourself. And so starting to take care of yourself, knowing you're protected, starting that protection practice is really going to move you to a beautiful place where you feel like I can trust myself to know the truth. I can trust my intuition and I can trust my mind. I can trust what is being communicated with me, both logically and intuitively, to tell me the truth, to reveal the truth, and then being able to trust that. Because if things have happened that, where you've been lied to and you didn't feel protected, then it can really throw off your intuition. It can make you doubt yourself, okay? And they're just telling you the way to start to overcome the fear of being lied to and being in that scarcity mode all the time. Like, I'm never going to know. I'm not going to know. I'm going to get either blindsided or I'm it's just going to pop up. I'm not going to be able to deal with one more thing. That kind of energy is to start doing protection practices, starting to trust your own self and your own intuition, and taking care of yourself, lightening that load a bit consciously and actively. Like, you have the control there over your own self. And they're telling you that you will be able to connect in a very different way, very high level way. This is the master of the suit here, the King of Swords. He tells the truth. He's an authority in his life and to others. He doesn't take, you sort of can't lie to him. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get one by the King of Swords. And this is showing up upright. So they're telling you, you have the ability to move to this, and it's really going to require you to, yes, start trusting yourself and do some work. However, it's available for you if you'd like it. If you'd like it, you can move into a place where you're not fearing being like surprised by some kind of untruth or some kind of lie or something you didn't know, and then you're like, oh my God, what? And it feels very unstable. So they're looking to help you get your strength back. All right, let's see what we've got under these beautiful cards from the Simplicity Tarot. Yes, the Judgment energy here, it's upright. Interesting, yes. Justice reversed turns into Judgment. So she has conclusions and awakening. So something may come about that helps you to put this to bed, is how they said it. Put it to bed, and allows you to rise up to a new perspective of seeing the situation that happened and not carrying it around anymore, waiting for it to be revealed to you, but instead taking back your own control over your own life and what you're going to choose to believe and what you're going to focus your energy on, knowing you're moving forward in a beautiful protection bubble or supported by spirit. And this allows you to ascend. You're on your way to really closing this out. She's got conclusions here. This is the card that happens right before the World card, which really is the completion of things. So they're looking for you to close out this cycle and you start to see things from a higher perspective. That's really going to help you. Once you view it differently, you'll go, I don't know why I wasted my energy being afraid of that when I had no control of it in the first place. Wow, look at this beautiful energy. 3 of Cups, festivities and fun, which of course goes right along with this cowboy boot here. They're telling you, place some of your experience and some of your energy on doing things that just feel fun. It doesn't have to be extreme. It's just enjoyable. And that's going to help lighten the load a bit for you and probably help you to rise a bit as well, more easily. Like, instead of just clinging and being brought down by the fears, you'll be able to more easily rise when you do give yourself the chance to have some fun. So it's another nod to the cowboy boot energy, having fun, knowing you're protected, knowing you're supported along the way. All right, let's see what they have on the back of this Strength card. Ooh, the 2 of Swords here. Crossroads and undecided. Well, if we're talking about the self-doubt energy here that comes with the Strength card reversed, or doubting yourself, not knowing if you're strong enough, the low energy that you might be vibing on, the lower vibration that may have come as a result of this, and just being afraid you're not going to be able to, handle anymore or do anymore. What they're saying here is, you have to decide for yourself. I know that it may feel like you're at a crossroads or that you're undecided, but see how she's blindfolded here? So of course, she could take off the blindfold. It's not like her hands are tied or she's not free to put down a sword and do that. She's pondering between these 2 decisions that she needs to make. Should I believe in the fact that I don't have the strength to get through this, that I don't know what's best for myself, thank you, that I have to doubt myself that this might happen again, that I just don't have what it takes, what have you? Or am I going to believe that I do have the strength, I do have the courage, I am brave enough, I can sit in my own strength and my own solid foundation? And the way that she's going to decide is clearly not by seeing it, right? So she's blocking, she's keeping that blindfold on so that she can use her intuition to be guided to the right choice. And that's here, starting to trust your intuition again to give you the truth, your own truth, your inner truth about what it is that you need, want, and what you want to decide for yourself is best for you. So the path will be chosen and the decision will be made first internally and intuitively by you, group one, especially around, see the cards it's touching. So we're talking about this stuff here. Like the fun will help you to get more in touch with your intuition and your vibes and what you may be channeling in or being given for signs or messages. And the Two of Swords, the undecided energy, being blindfolded here, you're trusting your intellect, your mind to guide you, and also you're trusting the inner truth that's being provided for you, right? Without having to see it. You can make that decision for yourself. They're asking for you to do that. And we have the Six of Coins. I'll show you upright. Charity and help. You see the scales there? I know we don't have we don't have the scales here because of this specific deck, of course. But the Justice card often has the scales in it. So they're having it here, showing up here. Another kind of nod to that. The Six of Coins is a generosity card. So this is a question. They're saying to you, do you feel as though you do not deserve help or charity? But it's more like you feel like you are the one who only has to give, that you don't feel like you are deserving of receiving. So working on that is going to be very important. It also may help you make a decision if you're looking at this kind of a mindset, right? Like it's not a give and a take. I always have to give, and I never get anything back. If that is the mindset that you're running on, of course you're fearful that you're either not going to have enough or that you're constantly being taken advantage of or that somebody's going to ask you to do something and you don't have the time, but you can't say no. They're showing the word boundaries here with this as well. So recognizing where it is that you are giving too much or where you might need to pleasantly, is how they're saying it, pleasantly say no. Thank you, but no thank you. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I don't have the time to be able to do that. I'd love to do that, but I just don't have the time for it. Yeah. Or it just doesn't feel aligned for me right now. So they're giving me the word boundaries here, like always helping people and never feeling like you're getting help. Instead, you're getting lied to perhaps. And it's just draining your strength, draining your energy. So there's a need for boundaries here. And of course, because we're connecting it with this Two of Swords, it may be a very difficult decision for you, but you can make it based on intuition, like I said. And trusting that you deserve to be operating in relationships and operating in a space where it's balanced. It's a balanced give and take. Right. Thank you. They're talking about if you found somebody lying to you and zapping your energy, or if things have been hidden from you and they come out and you're like, why wouldn't you just have told me that before? Like, this is putting me all out of balance, and now I have to kind of like backtrack and redo. It's stressing you out, etc. Just know that you can choose out of this by creating beautiful boundaries for yourself and really refocusing your energy to regain your inner strength. And you're doing that while you are completely protected all along the way, group one. So some fun is needed We're going to get into these oracle cards now. Some fun is definitely needed for you, a protection practice, and reconnecting to your intuition through that lighter energy. It's such a good way to reconnect to your soul, to what you're channeling in, to what your spirit team is trying to tell you or bring into your life for signs and messages, to lighten up your energy, to have some fun, to laugh, to feel joyful. It's going to help you ascend, and it's also going to help you see the best way, the best strategy forward, or maybe see the type of boundaries that you need to create for yourself and make the best decisions to regain your strength. All right, let's take a look at what you've got here. We've got a color card for you, Rose, attract a relationship. Woo! Okay, also this is a 6, so this is the Lover's card. Thank you. This may not resonate for everyone. However, if you are looking to attract a relationship and this is about a specific relationship, then you're going to need to heal this and step out of these kinds of fears, right? Overcome these fears and settle into a different type of vibration or energy that's more harmonious, filled with love, being able to make the best choices for yourself and create loving relationships or relationships that are, yes, see, you can see the red flowers are also in this 2 of Swords. It's like deciding what it is you want to attract before you attract it. So making decisions about it first is what they're saying, like choosing. Also, if this is not a romantic relationship, okay, you may be looking for a really amazing heart connection with somebody you work with or someone in your family. You want to make a better connection with them. And so, because maybe it just hasn't been going well and you'd like to repair it. You'd like to be able to bring some more love into it because, of course, look at this beautiful red rose, right? It's all about love. And again, you're gonna need to decide to do that, create some boundaries for yourself, decide for yourself what it is that you would like in a relationship, what you would like to attract, even if it's, again, a relationship that you're already in that maybe has been causing you some unneeded stress and you cannot control that other person. So you've got to come back within yourself, start to trust yourself again, start to give to yourself again. Part of it is asking, what is it that I want from this person, from this relationship, and how can I embody that vibration myself first or now? How can I decide to embody that vibration? Because if you're constantly seeking from somebody else, in order to fulfill a certain vibration or a love or something, fill a hole, it doesn't work well. You're just going to attract from where you're vibing. So if you're in if you have trust issues or you're not willing to trust somebody, you're not going to, generally speaking, attract somebody that you're going to trust, right? You've got to trust yourself first. That's why they're giving you this message to help you overcome that fear. And that's what's going to attract a beautiful relationship into your life. So that's available for you, full stop. Group 1. All right, so we've got the rose card there. Celestite, soothe your soul. This is a calming energy here, and I'm laying it here. So as you can see, this is what's going to help soothe your soul, is rising up to a new point of view, a new way to see things, okay? And having some fun, being light. This will allow you to bring in calm. It's like a relief kind of energy that I'm picking up from this card for you, group 1. Okay. Ooh, head games, number 9. Now I am going to read this. So I'm going to set this here, and we're going to read this from the Oracle of E deck for you. Head games, and look what it's coupling here. I'll just place this here. They're asking me to place this here. Oops. There we go. All right. Head games, 36-9. The trouble with smart people, and yes, that means you, is that they occasionally have a tad bit of difficulty surrendering to the big guy. They want to analyze everything, figure everything out, go from A to B to C to D ad nauseum. So here's all you need to know about this. Sometimes it's better to let go. So yeah, that's them giving you permission to let go, trust your intuition, set up the boundaries, not continue in the same way, trying to figure everything out and getting stuck all up in your head about it, right? Because again, undecided crossroads, this can be mental confusion around a decision, and they're saying, let it go and the answer will come. Ask for what you need, set your boundaries, ask for what you need, and the answer will come to you. You'll start to regain your strength, your power, your ambition, your intuition, and you'll start to realize the best way forward for you. You'll be able to make those decisions more easily. Choose who you are becoming from the sacred creators. Look at this, another indication, this way or that. So this is them telling you, and we got a 7, which is the Chariot card in the major arcana. So it's time for you to make a choice. It's time for you to move forward with verve. Is the word they use. Knowing that you're in control of your choices, that you can choose whatever you want, that you're going to actually choose from this point on who you are becoming. You don't have to be controlled by those fears anymore, or feel like you're not being supported in this, right? Or feel like you're all alone in this. Not the case. They're telling you, you get to choose who you're becoming. It's time to make that choice with, it's like verve. They keep saying that word. With, excitement almost. Understanding like, okay, this is a new path for me. Because whichever way you choose, you can't make the wrong decision as long as you're trusting your intuition to guide you and being able to regain some of that power, that strength. Beautiful card for you, group 1. Choose who you are becoming. Let's see if you can see that. All right. And the Air card, wow, 19-1. So yes, this is about you. 1 is the Magician. This is about you, again, manifesting what it is that you want. Thought, alignment, breath, intention. Swords are the suit of air. And this is the master of the suit is what you have here. So they're telling you, we need you to connect with us, please, right? Air is connection through energetic alignment. So using your breath may be a beautiful technique for you to start overcoming or releasing some of those fears. But also understanding that you can start to trust these beautiful insights that you're having on the back of getting more connected, feeling more protected, having some more fun, that you are going to start being able to feel more aligned. And she has the word intention here, he has the word intention here, which is so important, right? You're always operating with some kind of intention. So make sure that your thoughts and the beliefs that you have a specific and clear intention. What is your intention for the day? What is your intention for this relationship? What is your intention for this situation? So that you're able to snap into alignment with that intention. Your spirit team will understand what that intention is that you're putting out there. And then everyone will be on the same page in order to deliver. Also, a feather may be an indicator here. Feather may be an indicator for you, okay? And last but not least, we have an affirmation card. I'm in awe of the magnificent guidance that's available to me. Wow. Okay, group 1. I mean, if we had any question, and look at this, and look at this. It's like the same message right here with the King of Swords. So you are absolutely going to be having massive amounts of guidance available to you once you start taking care of yourself, releasing some of the need to use all of your energy on what was in the past, is how they're saying it, right? Like what happened in the past, how you were deceived in the past perhaps, or what you didn't know. It's time for you to awaken, move up in vibration. So awaken, it's an ascension energy. And what happens is you really get super connected to your intuition, to your spirit team as you are protected, lightening the load with some joy and some fun. I am in awe. Think about that word, group 1, right? Like in awe, like baffled. Holy cow, I did not know that I could have access to this kind of guidance, this magnificent kind of guidance. It's all available to you now, and it's going to help you choose, get out of your head and choose who you truly are becoming and what you are attracting. Such a beautiful reading. I'm so excited for you, Group 1. If you found this helpful, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leaving me a comment below if there's a particular part that's resonating with you. And if you know someone else who may find it helpful, feel free to share it with them. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that the next time I post a pick a card reading, you'll be notified. Thank you so much, Group number 1. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, then you chose the second card, the Shade card, the Light of Rest. So right away, they were talking about how you are a go-getter, you are a doer, Group number 2. So even if you feel like you haven't been in the flow of doing, because for some of you that will feel like, yes, normally I am that, but for some reason I've just felt so low energy, or like I don't have the clarity to move forward, or I'm not sure what to do. That's because the way that you're going to overcome the fears that are popping up around where your path is headed, what you're meant to do, is to rest here. And I know not everybody likes to hear that, especially doers. If you are overdoing, then this is a call to rest, because they're like telling me they can't get the messages to you because there's always so much going on. Even if you feel like you're not taking action the way you need to, there still might be tons going on in your mind. Spirit's trying to get the message of resting to you in order to bring in the messages that you need. And the fears are growing in the mind because the rest is not happening. And so this is a call for you to take a break, to take a rest, to relax in the shade. You also pulled the Hamsa hand, which spans across many different kinds of religions and ways of practicing, etc. The main understanding of the Hamsa hand is that it is a sign of protection. So that's how we're going to read it today. So understanding that you are completely protected as you are resting. It's needed for you to rest, and nothing is going to, it's like the fear around resting is going to upset things, or things aren't going to move forward, or if I don't do it, who's going to do it? These kinds of things. Spirit's telling you directly, no, you're completely divinely protected as you rest. The more you rest, the more abundant you are. The more you rest, the more clarity you have. The more you rest, the more money you have, the more relationships you have, the better your relationships get. The more you rest, you see where I'm going with this. And so that's the understanding that they're trying to get you to move to, that you are protected in the rest, that it's not a scarcity and fear energy. If I rest, then what's going to happen? What if I rest then? And they're looking for you to help you overcome that around relaxing, taking a break. Like the whole world's not going to fall apart if you do that. And so we're going to get some more information for you here. I'm going to put this beautiful overview at the top for you here. These are all of your oracle cards that I've already pulled with intention for you, just so that I didn't want to waste your time. It takes a minute to pull from all of these decks. And we're going to set these over here, set them aside, and we'll come back to them at the end of your reading. For now, I am going to start with the SpiritSong Tarot and just see what kind of information they're going to give me up front about this fear around taking a break or feeling protected. Like, right, it's like, are you going to enjoy what you've been working towards? Like, you've gotten to a place where it's like, your team's like, I'm pretty sure that like you're not supposed to be either working or continuing to, for instance, if you're the sole person who's taking care of your family all the time, who's doing everything, there for everyone, solving every problem, like doing that is not balanced. It's not the natural state that you're meant to be in all the time. All right, let's see what we've got under these cards. The King of Shells, reversed. Not surprising at all. So this is a high-level cups card, right? This is the King of Cups. Harmony and integrity. Integrity, ooh, what a word to use there. This is the Master of the Suit. This is a beautiful, emotionally centered, grounded leader who is stable all the time. The King of Cups definitely rests, knows when he needs to rest, right? He would never upsetting his emotional well-being because he's in charge of other people. He oversees the kingdom, if you will, and needs to be taking care of himself, okay, in order to be able to take care of others, to show up in the best possible way with a balanced emotional body in order to be able to, how they're saying is hear people or like make decisions or help people. So coming with compassion requires you to be compassionate with yourself first, and that may require you to take a break. So maybe you've been avoiding this. I feel like you're in charge of a lot of things. Like you're the either, you know, like I said, the person who's taking care of everybody or the person who's doing all the work or making all the money. You know, it's like you just feel very responsible to me. Like you're working all the time and you in the track in your mind has told you this is how it is. This is how it's going to be all right. And I'm afraid if I stop doing that, if I allow myself some compassion, if I allow myself to feel secure in rest, feel secure in taking that break, that like everything's gonna fall apart. Let's see what we've got under here. Wow, the 7 of Shells, and look at that. What a beautiful card for you to have. Group number 2, you've got choices, choice and ambitions. The 7 of Shells is the 7 of Cups. So you've got a lot of emotional energy here, right? Cups are about water, emotions, fulfillment, heart center. And the 7 of Shells, the 7 of Cups tells you that you have choices. Now, you may be afraid that you don't have any choices, that you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to. But that is definitely not the case. And that's what they're telling you. You're actually so protected in giving to yourself for the greater good of the whole. Not only do you, are you allowed to do that and your spirit team's guiding you to do that, it's going to suppress, they don't want me to use that word. It's going to help, thank you, help those fears subside is the word they want me to use. Meaning, I feel like you're going to have to do it, like you're going to have to choose to do it in order to realize, so for your mind to get on board that like, okay, the world didn't fall apart. People kind of were able to figure certain things out on their own. And I feel so much better. I feel so much more balanced. So this is a card of having choices, basically. Like you have more choices than you think. You have more opportunities than you think to rest. And it also, this may create even more opportunities for you. So more choices. So resting, you again may think that the fear is around taking some of those like opportunities off the table because you took a break, when really what Spirit is saying is you probably have more opportunities, more choices available to you. How they want me to say it is you'll be aware. You'll be able to have the open space in your mind, in your energy, in your emotional body to become aware of more opportunities or choices that you can't maybe see or you don't have the space for right now. On the back of that resting. So this is an opportunities card here. It allows you to start opening up, clearing your energy to dream in order to go, wow, I never thought that could be possible, but I wonder, maybe that is a choice for me. Maybe that is something that I get to. It's like, thank you. It's like right now, you see there's 7 shells, right? It's like right now you think you only have this one here, but clearly you've got 6 more that you're not even aware of. And it's because of this, like, it feels very mental to me. I mean, we're going to see what the cards have to say about it, but it feels very mental, like you're not allowed to. You've convinced yourself that you're not allowed to, and you're afraid of what might happen if you do. 2 of Cups. Beautiful energy. This is, of course, balanced relationships, unity, coming together in love. So whatever relationships, if this is around relationships for you, group 2, whatever relationships that you are having now that are imbalanced, okay? Resting, taking a break, going on vacation, okay? Letting yourself just have fun, knowing you are protected. No, just spending time together in joy or in love, not allowing your mind to kind of interrupt that is going to help relieve some of those fears. Again, you're going to be like, wow, why didn't we do this sooner? right? So it will improve your relationships. Also interesting that we have another hand here with all of these lines through it. Just looking at it a little bit more detailed. Yeah, it's like a palm reading energy, and you've got the Hamsa hand. If you are guided to look up the Hamsa hand, I would go ahead and do that. It may be a symbol for you, an indicator for you, something to guide you right now to help you feel like it's safe for you to take a break, to take a rest, to take a vacation. The King of Pentacles reversed. See, this is again, you got two kings here. One's to do with money, one's to do with emotions, love, your self-care. And yeah, there it is, upright. It's like, it's all going to fall apart. The money's not going to be there, or I don't have enough money to take a break. You don't have to go anywhere to take a break. You could take little breaks during the day. You know, like it doesn't, there's no rules as far as the shade card goes. They just want you resting when you know you need to rest, or giving yourself permission to do that. Like the money, right? If you're worried about, sometimes this card is around stubbornness or spending too much. That's why they said there's no rules around how you're taking a break. So don't be afraid, oh my God, in order to go on vacation, or in order to take a break, or in order to rest, to have some time off, it's going to cost way too much money. There's no way I'm doing that. No, that's not the case here. They're telling you, get out of that mindset. You could take a break at home. You could go down the street to a park or something that's free. You know, like you can make your own choices there. You don't have to be led. This is high level energy giving you this heads up around the fact that you have the opportunity to step into it, and your fears are blocking that for you. So you don't have to spend a ton of money. The money is actually not the point. So if you've been telling yourself that kind of narrative or on that track, Spirit's kind of calling you out here. Like, that's not an excuse. Sorry, try again. Ooh, this one wants to come. The Five of Wands. Okay. This is a beautiful Five of Wands. Look at that crystal. Oftentimes the Five of Wands indicates conflict, but clearly, I'm just listening for you there, because it's coupling the Seven of Shells here. Sometimes it's about preparation for things coming up, because it moves to the Six of Wands, which is a beautiful energy of recognition and success. And so, right, it's like they're reminding you that, you know, you may not see all the choices you have right now, but start where you are, is how they're saying it. Start where you are. Start noticing what you can start to do now to help lead you to a place where you're like, you know what, I am going to acknowledge myself, or recognize the fact that I need some rest, or I am going to make some progress on this, towards this. And this is going to help you realize that the opportunities that you have, or more choices that you may have. So even if the rest today is like, I'm taking a break to just enjoy this for 10 minutes. I am allowing myself to take a half an hour nap. I'm allowing myself to take a bath. I'm allowing myself to go and do this, get a massage, right? Like whatever it is that is your break, that is not the matter, right? That's what it actually is, will be personal to you. And what they're saying is start preparing yourself to take maybe a bigger break, or to open up. Like it's like put your pinky toe in it and see what happens. Because look at that. It's like, ooh, something is being given here. There's a gem that's available for me here. Let me just try it. They're like, pinky toe, please. Just a pinky. We'll take a pinky toe right now if this is really hard for you. If the fears are overwhelming you, start small with this, and the choices will start to be revealed to you. Like you might go, this was really nice. Maybe I should come with my partner or my spouse. Or maybe I should bring my child or my best friend. We could make a day of it. Now you're opening up to a much bigger, right, longer kind of break. That's within your budget, right? Love that. So it's almost like they're saying little tiny steps are the nuggets, are the gems that you're looking for. And again, they do not have to cost a lot of money, and they may be done with other people, with people that you love. Okay, I'm just gonna pull 4 cards here to give us a little more information from the Simplicity Tarot. Love this deck. Ooh, 6 of Cups reversed. 6 of Cups reversed, 7 of Cups there. This. Oh, they want the bottom, okay. Okay, I guess we're starting on this side. So we're looking at the 7 of Shells and how this connects. The 6 of Cups is asking you, I'll show you here, the past and innocence. It asks you to look back and go like, remember when you thought you had choices? Remember when you enjoyed filling your cup and hanging out with people, and remember what you used to do? Some of that energy, the looking back and reflecting, may actually allow you to start to see some of the other choices that you have, which is nice there. That's beautiful. It's like actually taking time to reflect on what it is that you've experienced that made you feel really good, or made you feel like, oh, I feel so rejuvenated after that break. Will help you to see more choices that you have now. Or maybe you're going to get together with people from your past and enjoy some time off, some relaxation. And the fear just kind of dissipates in enjoying that, in giving to yourself. And clearly you're meant to share some of that as well. So you don't have to do it by yourself. You know, you may take a nap for yourself, but you may plan something to do with others. And look at this, you've got the King of Coins. So you're writing the King of Pentacles. These are the same card. This is reversed, and now you've righted it here by starting to reflect, preparing yourself, taking those little steps, and realizing that you have choices puts you into an abundant, stable, control part of your life. Like you're the one who is trusting how to spend your money. You know, when you need to take a break, you're going to feel more comfortable spending your money on those things, saving your money for those things. You're just going to feel like you're leading your life as it concerns the finance piece of this, and where you want to spend it. That's how they're saying it. It's like how you want to save it, what you want to do with it, making really great, abundant, stable decisions. And again, dipping your toe in shows you have choices. You may want to plan for something much bigger to take a break or a vacation in the future. And that this start is going to lead you to being able to do that no problem. It writes. So not worrying about the money and doing things that maybe are in your budget to begin with and don't put you into a scarcity or fear around money is going to lead you to having plenty of money, knowing how to use your money in order to take vacations, or how to spend your money, or how to get the best like deals is how they're saying it. You're going to feel much more secure in using the tool of your finances to take breaks, to take vacations, to rest. So that's beautiful that it resolves itself there for you. All right. Ooh, and we've got the Star card. Love this. Hope and spirituality. Spirituality. I don't know why I'm having a hard time saying that. This makes me feel relieved, especially coupling the King of Shells. I'm just going to pull, wow, 3 of Swords here in the reverse position. So beautiful energy for you. It's really time for you to shine, group 2. Like I said, I feel like you give a lot to other people. You're in charge of a lot. And do you give to yourself? I'm not sure how much you give to yourself here, because Spirit's really asking you to understand that you're protected in taking the breaks and resting. And you've got this 3 of Swords here happening. This is a heartbreak, despair card. This is a painful card. But giving to yourself, keeping the hope, and really providing, like aligning with the star energy, which I always think of as like, you're the star. You're the star. You need to focus on what you need and shining your light. What's going to help your light shine more brightly? What kind of rest or rejuvenation or reflection practice is going to help you shine more brightly. Because if you've been dealing with any kind of disappointment energy, any kind of heartbreak, or feeling like exhausted from giving all the time, even though you may be giving with compassion and a beautiful intention because you just love people, you love your family, you love your spouse, you love your work, you love it. There's also, an overdoing it. Right? And they're asking you to put yourself first, to start to be the star of your life. You're going to follow your own light, follow and be led with faith. This is a card of hope, of faith, of being able to renew yourself, connect. She has hope and spirituality, but connect to spirit in order to be able to give yourself what you need to shine. Give yourself more of what you need to shine. So here, if you've been kind of disappointed, see how this is connected. If you've been kind of disappointed by a certain relationship or a friendship or a heart connection, and it really broke your heart, or it put you into a low vibe where you were sad and you kind of just kept going there, and you're afraid to be able to let your light shine, this is the time to do that now. And it's going to require, imagine if you never shut off your light. I'm talking about an actual light. You just leave your light bulb going all the time. It's going to blow out. It's going to run out of energy, right? Something's going to happen to it, right? So sometimes you've got to dim the light in order to rest and rejuvenate, and then make decisions so that you can come out of this kind of energy, which is low vibrating. And it's really nice to have this reversed here because they're giving me, it's like you're more than able, is how they said. You'll be more than able to lift your energy, lift your heart, lift yourself out of that by putting yourself first, by remembering your light, by knowing that you can renew yourself, that it is available for you, that you don't have to be afraid to shine your light, and then you can trust when you need to. Dim your light is not the best way to say it, but sort of let your light rest, let yourself rest. Because you are in a physical body. So as much as you're connecting and you're having faith and you're staying connected and you're shining your divine light and you're, taking your intuitive steps that feel really good, your body, your mind, it needs to rest, okay? It needs to rest. If your heart was broken, or if you were very disappointed, or if you kind of been on a track of how they're saying is dulling disappointment, meaning it's kind of not going as well as you'd like you keep working, you're taking care of everything. It's just kind of a dull crawl of I wish this was more sparky. I wish I had more inspiration. The star card is asking you to step into your own light first in order to find what that feels like. And if it requires you to take some time for yourself, to take a break, that's okay. It's going to help heal your heart and help you shine even brighter in those moments where you're called to service, where you do still have, responsibilities. All right, let's take a look at your oracle cards here. First, we have a color card. Woo! How fun. Tangerine, 1717. The star card is number 17. So they're telling you, right? Time to shine your light. Be spontaneous and have some fun. Group 2. So if you feel like doing something and it's giving you a spark, you're inspired, you're like, yes, this sounds like so much fun. What is stopping me from doing it? Nothing. So part of the breaks may not be literally laying down, right? It might be just going with it, trusting this is lighting me up right now. I'm going to go have some fun. And look at this beautiful orange second chakra, sacral, lighting that creativity up, inspired to do it. You do it. It's literally perfectly connected, right, with that star card, that's 17. Love that for you. Love that for you. Okay, and golden healer quartz. Ooh. Similar coloring. So second chakra for you there. It's emotions. We got the cups here, cups. It's emotional. Open the door. Ooh, I love that. Open the door to healing. Open the door to taking a break. Open the door to fun. Open the door to your light. I love that. Okay. Love that. Open the door. That's so expansive, they just said. Isn't it so expansive? It's so expansive, Jody. Yes, it is. Thank you, Spirit. It's so expansive to start feeling lit up, right? You're like, oh my God, I just feel so much more aligned. And you're doing it, remember, with the protection of Spirit. You've got your whole team looking out for you as you do this, helping you to overcome the fear of, well, it's really like loving yourself, letting your light shine, and taking those breaks where you need to. All right, we've got the Silver Linings card, which I am going to read to you from the Oracle of E deck. Love this deck. It's a 10-1. Silver Linings. New path, perhaps? Magician energy? Let's see. We've got Silver Lining. It only looks like disruption. In reality, everything is fine. Everything, in fact, is beyond fine. Underneath appearances is a silver, gold, and platinum lining. Enjoy. All right, so you're looking for the silver linings here. You're reflecting because you're reflecting to see, what is available for you, or noticing the good in things, right? That's what the silver lining is about. That card description is telling you this. You're already protected. Don't worry. Even though it looks like this on the surface, you actually have an abundance of choices. Everything is working out fine. If you rest, everything's already fine. You can allow yourself to trust that, and it leads you to some really amazing high-powered energy where you're shining and you're abundant. So if you are resisting taking that break that you need, they're telling you here, nope, everything's just fine. No need to worry. All right. Unstick the stuck. Ooh. And it's a 4610. Okay, so this is paying attention to the fact that, there is good here already and that you are protected may help you to unstick that stuck energy. See if they have anything else here. I'm talking about the actual number 46. So maybe that's your age, or a number of days, 4-6. Maybe, your birthday is April 6th. However that lands for you, if that lands, that may be an indicator for you that thank you. This is an empowerment card. And because of this blue, it's reminding me of your throat chakra, your fifth chakra, where you're meant to listen, right? And have connection to your inner truth. What is true for you? What is true for you? What do I really need right now? What are my choices here, right? How have I been thinking about this? How have I been expressing my truth? Have I been asking for what I need? Have I been listening to what I need? And that may very well just help you unstick the stuck. If you're feeling confused about how to take a break, or where it's safe to do that, or if you're protected, or they're asking you to look into your truth, ask yourself. You don't have to tell anybody. You can just ask within yourself and see what comes up for you. That is the divine truth for you right now about what's coming up here in this spread. Is it safe to be spontaneous and have fun? Because that might just unstick whatever you've got stuck, right? What are your feelings around it? What's coming up as you ask yourself, what is stuck within me and how can I release that now? Okay. And we have the red squirrel. Resourcefulness, vigilance, preparation, busyness. Okay, this is kind of the energy I was picking up on, the busyness of the squirrel. The squirrels are always busy doing something, getting something, acquiring something, hiding something, burying something away. But also this definitely speaks to this card here, the 10 of Pentacles, with the resourcefulness energy, knowing that you don't have to spend a fortune, that you can take breaks and give to yourself in very different ways. Some of them, lots of them, don't require a single penny, okay? Or maybe they require a small amount of money, but they don't need you to spend a fortune on it. Also, the preparation energy here, which was, you're going to get the gems, you're going to get access to the choices that you have, even more insights around how you can have some fun or take a break or let your light shine, give yourself what you need. As you step into a preparation energy, So letting yourself dip your toe in is a good thing because your mind is going to help. It's going to help your mind, basically. Your mind will then help you understand that it's all right to do that, because the fear is coming up in the mind, of course, saying it's not all right to do that. It's like, be resourceful, keep at it, right? Prepare for something much bigger in the future, a much bigger rest, or a much bigger vacation, or whatever the choice may be, whatever the case may be. And that's a 7. I know, did we have another 7 coming here? Yeah, the 7 of shells. So it's gonna, this is like directly connected to the choice. So again, the resourcefulness, doing it now, in whatever way you can now, is going to help you understand that you have more choices than you thought. Okay, and last but not least, your affirmation. I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become reality. And look at that orange, 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 orange. This is second chakra energy for you. Light that up. Ask yourself, how do I feel about this? What makes me feel inspired? I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become a reality. Again, you've got the star energy twice, right? Star energy twice, asking for you to shine, to allow, to have the faith that you can start dreaming, start being able to step back into your light with intention, is what this card says, right? That is the affirmation energy, that your intentions comboed with the fact that you're willing now to allow your light to shine is what is going to allow that beautiful vision to expand and to manifest. Oh yeah, magician card, magician card. 37-1 of 46-1. So you have the power here to bring that into existence. You have the power to move things forward and create and manifest a more balanced life where your light is shining and you're having fun and you have choices and you're not afraid anymore to take those breaks when you need them, or to give your energy to something in a different way. Because again, group number 2, I just feel like you're taking care of a lot all the time. And now it's your turn to open the door here and allow yourself to breathe a bit, or to, smile, to laugh, to have some fun, to do something that you really love to do. That was your reading, group number 2. I hope that this helps you overcome some of the fears or the worries that you have. And if you found it helpful, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up, or if there's a particular part that resonated with you, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'd love to read all about it. And if you know someone else who may find this helpful, feel free to share it with them. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that little bell so that the next time I post a pick a card reading, you will be notified. Thank you so much, group number 2. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, then you chose the 3rd card, the Flame card. This is the light of stability. So right off the bat, I was asking for you, and they were talking about how this is kind of your goal, and that you'd like to have not only a stable foundation in place, and I'm really excited to see what's going to come out through the cards to give us some more information, but to understand that, which can be very difficult, don't get me wrong, to understand that stability and alignment is a place within, that it actually comes from within. And lots of times we're seeking outside of ourselves in order to be shown, or like, when I have this, then I'll be able to feel secure. When I have this, then I'll be able to feel stable. When I have this, I'm not going to worry anymore. Once I get to this level, you understand what I'm saying. And so this card is really asking you to start to understand that there is a flame that burns within you that will never go out. That is the divine flame. You are a divine being, and it is connected to spirit, so much so that it could never burn out. It's literally, and as I'm moving the card, it's literally never, it's not a possibility for it to burn out. Okay, it's not connected to your physical being. It's a divine light. And when you start connecting to that, it's going to start to help you relieve yourself of some of the fears that you may never feel that way, because you'll start to feel that way. Also, you picked the eagle here, or we picked the eagle together. And the eagle is about focus and independence, being able to get what it needs, do what it needs to do, laser focus really, to look at a goal and achieve it. And so I'm guessing you probably have some fears around whether or not you're ever going to feel stable in whatever area of life you're worrying about. So let's get into your reading to see what kind of information they're going to give me. But just know that Spirit is giving you the answer to being afraid of not ever having that solid foundation in place. It's totally available to you. I can already tell you right off the bat, group number 3. And it starts with this beautiful flame within yourself that you're going to begin to recognize. And that will, like I said, allow you to have some relief from some of those fears about the future and the stability or the security of the future. So I'm going to just move this pack of oracle cards that I've already chosen for you. I just didn't want to waste your time. There's quite a few there. We'll be looking at those at the end of your reading. Let's get a couple of cards here to start this off from the SpiritSong Tarot. Help me see just a little bit about what they're talking about, what Spirit wants you to know here about the fears around, like I said, stability, security, and what they'd like you to do about it. The Queen of Shells, a beautiful card. So this is an emotional, heart-centered card. I'll show you upright. Peace and compassion. And I'm sure that you are seeking this. The Queen of Cups is comforting. She's very intuitive. She works with water, right? And her intuition. And she just knows, right? She just knows how to take care of herself. She knows how to take care of others. If you talk to her, right, you're going to feel better. You're going to feel nurtured. You talk to the Queen of Cups, you're going to feel nurtured. And so I think that kind of stability or the emotional relief and nurturing energy, the peace as she has here, is being upset by this kind of the shaky foundation, fearing that it's always going to be this way and not feeling like you can maybe trust your intuition or give to yourself. Yes. Also, you've got the eagle here, which is what I feel you're hoping for, like an independent energy, to either be independently wealthy or independently stable, basically secure. And this card reverse often basically is like a flashing light for self-care, right? Because again, the Queen of Shells is a beautiful, compassionate, empathetic, loving, nurturing mother energy who's very intuitive, but she takes care of herself, and that's why she's able to be there for others. And so if you're not taking care of yourself, this is a big nod from Spirit to say, time to start doing that. If you're depending on others outside of yourself, sometimes that's what this can indicate as well, like dependencies, is the opposite of the eagle energy. So something to think about, something to look at, because I don't think it's helping the fear, not loving yourself or doubting yourself or doubting what you're capable of or doubting, your foundation or your true path, the unknown path ahead is certainly not going to help you feel stable. Okay. And we've got the Knight of Acorns. I'll show you upright, action and drive. And of course, this is showing up reverse here for you. The Knight of Acorns is the Knight of Wands. It's a fiery card. The Knight of Acorns is a very fast-moving knight. I personally think it's the fastest moving knight because it's fire, right? So the minute the knight knows where it's going, what it's doing, ready to move, it moves. And so this showing up reverse can be being worried. Like the night when you're in alignment with your flame or your fire, right? It's directed, you can see it's propelled is how they're saying it. It propels you forward. And so the inspiration, the creativity, the creation just comes to life. You're drawn to it. You move to it. You harness it, is what they just said. And so when this is reversed, you could be doubting yourself, doubting which action to take, right? Which way should I go? Should I do this? Or things may have not been moving as fast as you want them to, because the nights are about movement. This is a fast moving night, but we're getting it reversed here. So it's going to be important for you to recognize if you're like in a scarcity type of energy as you're making moves, right? Like, oh my gosh, I'm worried about this. Is this what I should do? Is this what I should? It just feels like scattered, lit up type of energy. And of course, that is the exact opposite of what the flame energy is, or what the propelled fire energy is. It's focused like the eagle. It's focused, it's concentrated, and so it's so powerful, right? It lights it up and inspires it, it creates. And so if you've been feeling like you've had scattered energy about what to do or how to move forward, and you're just like kind of, I don't know if this is the right way, I don't know if it's the right thing, that's why they're calling you back to the flame within, calling you back to your own personal stability, because it will start to make you feel like you're not so afraid, like you know, instead of you're guessing or you're thinking, as I said, or it feels like scattered in your mind. So caring for yourself is going to be huge. Taking those moments of self-care, filling up your emotional body with love, compassion, forgiving yourself if you've made mistakes, things like this, okay? Starting to believe in that inner flame and connecting with it, knowing this thing doesn't go out. Nobody can blow out my flame, you know? It's just not a possibility. That will help you to, it's like if you have all these little scattered fire in your energy, right? If scattered bits of fire, and you harness all of that and bring it all into your core, you get a very stable flame, which will then guide you always in the right direction. So that's what they're looking to have you start to practice, group number 3, in order to quell some of those fears. Wow, this is not the only group that's got this 2 of Cups and in this position. The 2 of Cups energy, here I'll show you, upright, is about relationships, really great connections, heart-centered connections, unity energy, connections with love, okay? This may, starting to take care of yourself and recognizing this beautiful light within you may bring you into different kinds of relationships that you feel guided to, or they just said you may start to see that you're connecting with people differently. You want both of these, okay? Just needing 3 here. Oh, look at, there was a card left from the bottom and they're asking me to just take a peek at it for you. The Hermit. I'll show you this way first. The Hermit card in the reverse position. So they're telling you, get out there a little bit. It's funny. We haven't flipped these over, the 2 of Cups. The Hermit energy is like, someone who goes within. It's solitude energy when it's reversed, but all they really said was, go ahead and get out there. So maybe you've been wanting a relationship, let's say, but you felt like, no, I'm not good enough. I don't know. It's time, once you start loving yourself, caring for yourself, doing things that make you feel beautiful or make you feel so handsome, make you feel wicked attractive, then it's going to lead to this. And then they're giving you that, they want me to look at that Hermit reverse. It says, okay, now it's time to get out there, make those connections. So if this is about a relationship for you, or that's what you're looking for, even if it's not fully about a relationship, but you are looking to couple up, looks like there might be an opportunity there. Oh my goodness. Queen of Pentacles. So now you have 2 queens here giving us indications about reverse, giving us indications about what might be blocking you from feeling super stable, super secure, super independent. Yeah, like they just said, achieving your dreams. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles here in the reverse position. The Queen of Pentacles is a beautiful energy. I love the Queen of Pentacles. She is practical in nature, but she's also very grounded. She enjoys the things on the physical plane. So sometimes, she's the one who's going to spend the money on things that are nice or luxurious. She doesn't mind enjoying those things. She's a beautiful energy to have if you're looking to have stability or security, especially financial stability or security. So we're getting her reversed here. So this sometimes can be like a worry about spending money on the things that you either want, or things that provide you with stability. I would say take a look at that. If there are choices that you're putting off around spending money with things that are going to help you feel more secure, you might want to look at that, they're saying. And when she's reversed, sometimes she can just be a me energy, like self-focused, too self-focused. And so I would just also keep that in mind, group number 3, because she's so physical, right? Pentacles are about money and about the physical plane, your home, your physical self. It's the rooted earth energy of the tarot. So if all you're thinking about is you all the time, you might want to check on that. Step into the flame within and get connected to the collective energy as well. It's not a bad thing to worry about yourself. It's actually a necessary thing. But if you're too up in your ego with it, that can happen sometimes. Check on that for yourself, please. Ooh, my goodness, the 2 of Cups and the Lovers. This is definitely about a relationship for some of you, for sure. It's like they want me to read it over. The Lovers card here, 2 fish. If you're a Pisces, that may be an indicator. Some of you will be Pisces out there for sure. Hi, fellow Pisces. I'm a Pisces sun too. Okay, the Lovers card in the reverse position. This is about the choices you've made as it concerns relationships in general. Also, the choices you've made about caring for yourself. Because the Lovers card really tells you have to love yourself first before you can be in a loving relationship, which is easier said than done sometimes for us, right? To truly love and have compassion and taking care of yourself here in order to attract a beautiful relationship, it takes some time sometimes. So be easy on yourself as it concerns this. Also, if you've been super scattered in trying to find a relationship when you haven't yet done this, you see this is how we get this upright. So taking care of yourself is so important. Being scattered, I don't feel like that. It doesn't feel like the right line. Like we need to take care of ourselves first and get grounded in your fire in order to be able to move into a loving relationship, to spend money exactly on what you need. That's going to create that stability in a balanced way. It's going to let you enjoy while also not making you worry on the back end. Okay. And to write this card, you've got to take care of yourself and make the choice to do that. Don't seek outside yourself and, with that scattered fire and go so you might be, if this is solely to do with a relationship and you're looking to have you're setting your focus on getting a relationship and you are looking for someone who's stable and secure, okay, who's going to provide you with that, you're not going to find them with scattered fire. Right? If you may be going on all these dates, looking at all these things, and it's just not the way to get there. In order to write this card, you've got to come to the flame, stable within, taking care of yourself, loving yourself. That attracts the partner in. That attracts the stable partner in. The partner that is going to grow your beautiful flame or light you up even further. But first you have to realize it for yourself. So that's super important if this is about a relationship for you. If it's not about a relationship, then the Lovers card is just going to indicate the fact that you need to get, again, it's a self-love card when it's reversed, the self-love. It's time to love yourself, my dear. Pile 3. They said you've been operating under false pretenses. I don't know what that even means. Take that as it resonates. That's kind of all it's like someone popped in and just said that. So I am going to leave it there. If that means something to you, you understand that, leave me something down in the comments below. I would love to know what that means for you. It's not about it. Really what it is, this reading is not about external stuff. The fears that you have are not going to be subsiding. You're not going to be able to overcome them by looking outside yourself. These 2, thank you. So it's all about going within. You want them this way, yes? Okay, just checking, guys. All right, let's start here and get some more info on this Queen of Shells. Again, self-care is everywhere, coupling up energy, and loving yourself. Wow. The Death card there. Okay, this is just like a push from Spirit telling you endings and new beginnings. They're telling you time to let this go. This way, a change needs to happen in the way that you've been doing it, right? Like if you truly do want to feel safe and secure with yourself, with your life, you want to feel like this beautiful, independent energy, the way that you've been doing it, it's gotta change. It's time for you to transition into something much more beautiful. And P.S., the Death card, as you can see, 10-3, it's a 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 4s are stable energy. Yet again, the Emperor energy is a stable energy where you understand that you lead your own life and that you're able to give to yourself in a beautifully loving way, and you have the stability. You're an independent person. So whatever's been not working, whatever is not on this frequency, before your reading, they were saying you have to operate in that frequency if you want to attract on that frequency, which is so true. If you don't believe you're already stable, divinely stable, how will you be able to manifest stability physically? You know, Queen of Pentacles, how will you be able to manifest that stability on the physical plane and then use it to enjoy it? It will be much more difficult. It'll be a lot of pushing energy, which is not what Spirit's about. Pushing energy is the opposite of what Spirit's about. Spirit's about flow. So whatever is ending, you know, they're saying they know, group 3, you know what needs to change, right? What's coming to a close, what you need to let go of in order to allow the new beginning to happen. It's beautiful energy that you're stepping into. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, 100% this is about a relationship for some of you. So if you are that person who is looking for a relationship and you are afraid that you're not going to find it, look at this. You start taking care of yourself. Not only do you get the 2 of Cups energy, which is a coupling energy, you get this Knight of Cups, which to me is always the chivalrous. If we're talking about a relationship, like a romantic relationship, the chivalrous knight. Faithfulness and romance. Now, if you're not looking for a relationship, or if you're already in a relationship, you may find that taking care of yourself, loving yourself, and just allowing yourself to feel more lit up and stable, and just believing that, like, I am a beautiful divine light, and I'm going to treat myself in a loving way, independent of what I'm going to focus on it, independent of what anybody else might think is okay or not okay. I'm going to love myself. You'll start to see this energy popping up. The Knight of Cups is, he's the knight that brings you flowers, that shows up at your, crosses the river for you far and wide. And you may feel that people are just more willing to they just love you more. They're just like, whoa, you look beautiful, or you look so handsome, or, they're just like, here, I thought of you. Here's a gift for you. I thought of you. And again, it doesn't need to be a romance. Could just be people you're starting to make new heart connections with. Your relationships are just improving on the line of love. And people are just like, hey, I love your energy. I thought of you. Here's this, here's that. So I really love this. Also, it talks about seeing the future with somebody or loving that. So if you are looking for a relationship, if you got one that you need to let go of, I would do that as soon as possible. It's going to bring somebody else in. But of course, like I said, you're going to really need to be focusing on you, your inner light, loving your heart, giving love to yourself. You may find if you're already in a partnership that, like I said, that there's oh my gosh, I just thought of you. Or you're looking so beautiful. What'd you do? Did you change anything? And you're like, no. But really, you've just been loving yourself and going I am a divine light. I am a divine light. Okay. No matter what, I am a divine light. This card really wants to spin. 3, three. Why did I say that? 3. Is there a 3 here? 3, the Hierophant. We'll see what's under this. The Hierophant is not a 3, it's a 5, and you're getting this here reversed. The Hierophant, beliefs and ethics. Also, the Hierophant speaks of commitment as well. Higher wisdom. It's showing up reversed. And again, with this sparky energy and this more self-care choice energy, it's a look at what you're believing or what's guiding you is how they're saying it. So what is the higher source that is guiding you? What is the reason, intention for doing something? Are you connected to your true intention or your true heart's desire for seeking out a relationship or seeking more stability or wanting to be independent? They're asking you to take a look at your beliefs around either yourself. How are you loving yourself? Why aren't you loving yourself? And what kind of beliefs need to be looked at or shifted there? Lots of times this card indicates commitment energy. So because it's reversed, it's like look at the committed beliefs that you've been carrying. First, of course, about yourself, because this is really self-oriented. It's got to start with you, group 3. Look at those beliefs. Are you lovable? Are you worthy? All of these things, right? Like ask yourself, what am I believing about myself? Is it true? Or do I want to break that commitment, shift that commitment, change that commitment, 5 energy, change that commitment in order to believe something better? What does my intuition tell me about this? What does my spirit team say when I ask this question? Right? And am I going to choose to believe that higher wisdom, or am I going to still believe the tracks of my mind or move in this scattered energy? Okay, let's look here. The Queen of Coins. Wow, look at this again. They're warning you here again, group number 3. Both same card, the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Coins. And look, security and nurturing and security. Like I said, the Queen of Coins is the grounded energy here. She is, well, I already explained her. I'm really shocked this is coming up again. I'm just listening. It feels like another warning for me from Spirit here for you, that like staying in this scattered energy and not taking a look at the beliefs that you have about yourself, maybe about relationships, maybe about your own security, right? And your money, what's available for you, what you're able to build, what you're able to make. Yeah, like the wealth that is available to you, the abundance, the prosperity that is available to you. It's like they want you to, I'm going to look at the bottom of this deck because that's what they're telling me to do. So that's what I'm going to do. Wow, look at that. The Emperor energy. Yeah, it's something about being, so I'll show you upright, set rules and authority. But the Emperor energy is like, he has a structure and he leads his life. He is the emperor of the empire, right? Like he leads things and he's very grounded, masculine energy. So if he's taking action, it's not scattered. This is also feminine grounded energy that is reversed. So it's like, look at the beliefs that you have, the committed beliefs that you have around running your own life, money. So if you have any financial blocks or blocks around what your capabilities are and how you can lead your life, or the structure of your life, or being the authority, making your decisions for yourself in your life, you need to look at those. This is coming up again. If you're overspending or only thinking about yourself, only what's in it for me? What's in it for me energy? I would look at that again, because again, we're getting that message twice for you, group number 3. It's like the flame energy is what's going to save you. It's going to help you feel very different about the road ahead, about the security, about the stability that's available for you, about the independence that you may be looking for, or the relationship that you may be looking for. Okay, it really has to happen first. I can't say that enough. It will write these queens for you. Yeah, it's almost like the rabbit's upside down. It can't multiply. So you want to multiply your money to have more financial security, perhaps. We've got to look at these things, the intention behind it. What do you believe about yourself? And recommit to something that's much more stable, much more connected, higher service energy, right? Much more focused practice on this is what I believe now about myself, and I'm not going to be believing all this scattered stuff or being confused about who I truly am and my divine connection, my service. Even if you don't know exactly what that is, trusting that it's going to come as you begin to align with that inner flame and start to love yourself differently. Okay, let's take a look at your oracle cards here, group number 3. Wow, this is the same. This card showed up in group 2, I believe. So if you felt called to group 2, you might want to watch group 2. Tangerine, be spontaneous and have fun. This may be part of the way that you can open up to loving yourself or letting yourself be free. It doesn't mean, again, that you're spending a ton of money, because we've got these 2 queens of pentacles. So I would watch the spending or get a budget in place, or make sure that you're not like overspending, for lack of a better way to say it. Yes. It's not that you don't deserve it. It's just they're wanting you to get stable, right? And feel secure. The spontaneity energy and the having fun energy. For group 2, I also mentioned this is the star card. So this is allowing yourself to have some faith, to be renewed, to be connected, to be more connected. And it's light energy. So if you're worrying about grounding yourself and staying super focused, that can be very heavy energy. This is asking you to be light. So if you feel like you want to go do something, or you feel like you want to, for instance, spend some money on taking care of yourself, check in that it feels good to you, that it feels balanced to you, but then do it. You know, if you want to go out with some friends, you know, set a budget for it so that we're not continuing to be in this. So it's a Beth. If your name is Beth, then there's something in this message for you for sure. It's the best of both worlds is what they said. The spontaneity, the having fun, the security, the balanced spending, the balanced grounded energy. Okay. We have the aquamarine. So going with the flow. This is like not being rigid or stuck up in your head about this is how it has to be. I'm just paying attention to this, that, other thing. It's like my way or the highway energy, that needs to go. If that's you and you're like very rigid in how you think things need to work out, or what you're willing to accept, or who's right, who's wrong, any of that kind of stuff, it needs to go. They're asking you to try your best to go with the flow, because it allows spirit in. And this card I'm placing here, so you see, that's why I said it's got to end. Also, if you have people coming into your life that are bringing you gifts or loving on you because of this shift, and they're noticing your light, and they're noticing like how much you love yourself, then try not to shut it down is what they just said. Please try not to shut it down. Accept it, receive it. And go with it, they're saying. Go with it. Because if you're looking for a relationship and you start doing this work, group 3, right? If that's what you're into, or you just want to revive your own relationship in some way, okay? Then the last thing you want to do is block them. So that's why they're asking you, go with the flow. Because as they bring people in, you still have your choices. You still get to choose, right? But the spontaneity and having fun, they want that for you to lighten that up. So there's a balance between the security energy and the connection energy, the security energy and the lightness. So light and heavy balances out nicely, and then welcome that in, like accept and receive, go with the flow. If somebody comes in, you can go say yes, maybe to a date, say yes to what have you, but what feels right to your intuition, but it doesn't mean you're marrying them. It doesn't have to mean that. You still get to choose. But I feel like they're like, we're guiding you here. So please don't interrupt the flow because you're all up in your mind, or it's so scattered, or you just don't feel like you deserve it. Let yourself have some fun. Okay, we've got the knock knock card here, and I am going to read it. 14-5, change, change, change. And we're putting this on a 5, the Hierophant here. So this is like change energy for you. So things are changing. Something's ending, something's beginning, and it's a wonderful thing. It is going to allow you to feel more stable. I love that for you, group 3. No, you aren't hearing things. The universe is sending signs, guidance, divine messengers, probably even neon billboards. Couldn't be a better time to answer the door and see who's come a knockin'. Okay, that's like literal as well, right? Like if somebody comes to you, it just feels like this is a setup energy, right? Listen to where you're being guided to go. Allow yourself to drop some of those structured, like the mindset or the scattered energy. It may come together so nicely, and you want to step out of fear around being stable. And that's going to help this. The flow is going to help it because, like, as I'm trying to explain, hopefully you're understanding what I mean. When you have really grounded energy, when you are so grounded yourself, it can become rigid, right? Connected to the physical plane and like, well, if I do this, then this happens, then this happens. And they're wanting to interrupt that stability energy that you're looking for and hopefully connecting with group 3. So that inner beautiful flame with some spontaneity and going with the flow. So they're gonna bring things in, like they're like, hey, we're here. Here's a messenger. Here's a gift. Here's a person. Here's a message for you. Here's a sign. And you want to be paying attention to those and letting them in and going with the flow as they arrive. See where they're leading you, because that spontaneity and that connection is what keeps the balance with the stability energy. So the inner flame, yes, but also stability on the physical plane is needed because we've got both of these happening next to a Hierophant reverse, which is asking you to make some different commitments or to look at how you've been kind of moving on the physical plane and loving yourself. Okay. What's your honest truth? Woo! Okay. The truth, again, you may want to watch group 2. They did have something that Spirit read similar to this. They want me to say, what's your honest truth about how you feel here because of this 2, and the connection to the sacral chakra, which is feelings, which is very orange energy. Your truth is all about opening up your throat chakra and asking yourself to be honest with yourself, right? Tapping in through your throat to your heart center and going, what lies here? What is, and I don't mean lies like deceit. I mean, what lives here? What is my inner truth? What is connected to this beautiful divine light within me? So this is a question, and it's also connected to emotion. What is the truth about this? What is the truth about how I feel about this? What is the truth about how I feel about myself? Okay? Be honest. Open up that throat. You see this beautiful blue color going into the green? Open up the throat in order to access the heart center, your heart center, to tell yourself the truth about literally everything, but maybe about security, about what you believe about yourself, about what you believe about being independent, about what you believe about calling in a partner, okay? About what you believe about going with the flow and letting this thing close out, or making a budget for yourself, not overspending, or trusting and being spontaneous and having a little bit of fun, okay? Ask. You're trying to use that inner flame to get the answers that you need. First, be truthful with yourself, and if you want to share it after that, that's totally up to you. The blue whale, unity, resonance, magnificence, mastery. Hopefully you can see that. Such a lovely energy here for you, group 3. Again, that unity word, resonating with someone, knowing that you're magnificent, mastering yourself and that security energy. Plus the blue whale, obviously, water animal, water mammal, I believe, right? So emotional, again, how do you feel? How is it resonating with you? Also, the way that they communicate is important. So really connecting. So you may want to share how you communicate, but first tell yourself the truth. Open up that throat chakra to talk to yourself about your inner truth first. And then if you feel like you want to share, your throat will be open so you can communicate from a very compassionate, heart-centered place if that's something that you end up wanting to do, okay? Group number 3, what a beautiful energy. And also they just said, feel free to look up the blue whale. Maybe you resonate with its, maybe, yes, thank you. Might be one of the messengers, the knock knock messengers for you. So you can look up the blue whale spirit animal, see if there's a message in there from the blue whale that really is resonating with you. Okay, and last but not least, your intention. I let the universe catch up with my dreams. So this is a trusting. You see this? And this, we're looking at, like they've been saying, like this is the grounded energy and the connection energy. And for us to be in balance and be able to be, walking our physical path and be manifesting and connecting and co-creating, we have to have a balance here. I let the universe catch up with my dreams. So that's not going like, I'm clear, I'm intended, I know I'm a divine light. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where are they? Where are they? Right? Like the universe, spirit, your team is going to bring stuff in for you, opportunities, relationships, whatever, in the exact right divine time, not a moment sooner. So when you keep asking them, it's restrictive energy. Instead, you're meant to send out the intention, right? Tell yourself the truth about it. What is your honest truth from your heart center? And then step into that beautiful divine light, that stable divine flame. And then you let it go when you need to let it go. You go with the flow. You take care of yourself. You love yourself. You trust the signs and messages that are leading you. Okay? Things are changing for you in order to create more stability in your life, in order to create more independence, if that's what you want, in order to call in a relationship that feels really aligned for you. And like unconditionally loving way, right? Not just like something that's insecure or passing. So whatever it is that you need to let go, group number 3, please allow the universe to guide you in doing that. There's some beautiful energy available for you right now, and send out the intention of your truth. Just connect there and they will understand. And then it's up to you to just flow, to have fun, to stay grounded. And remember, you have this beautiful divine flame within you that can never, ever burn out. That was your reading, group 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you found something that specifically resonated with you in this reading, feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear all about it. If you know someone else who may find it helpful, you can share it with them so they can receive the messages that they need. And if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button so that the next time that I post a pick a card reading, you'll be notified. Thank you so much, group number 3.